December 6th, we made probably my favorite kind of mead. And today, we're gonna rack it off the fruit that's in there and we're gonna give it a taste, give it a reading before it sits for another few weeks to be completely done. Hi, I'm Brian.
I'm Derica, and you're watching City Steading. To learn to grow a brew and to take control of your food, hit subscribe now and check the other links in the description below to see where else you can find us hanging out.
Hanging out.
Hanging out.
All right. Anyway, so like we said, we're just gonna rack off the Capsicumel today. If you didn't see the original video, it's right up there. And like I said, this is probably my favorite mead of all time. It's so interesting. It's got the spice, the fruity flavors, the sweetness. It's just wonderful. Now, I have not touched this other than giving it a little shake now and then since the day that we made it. So no tasting, no nothing, no secret spoilers or anything like that. So I'm gonna take the lid off. And if you would put that into the sanitizer bucket, also known as
TRBOS! Huh?
Oh, wow, it smells just like the other one. I made this in a half-gallon size, and then I altered the recipe a little bit and made it a larger version. So this one might taste spicier, or it might taste weaker than the last one. I don't really know. Look at you just flop it in.
Well, I was trying to get past the
Gotta punch down the cap.
pepper barrier.
Now, I'd initially hoped that we would have this done enough for me to bring some for Christmas, but Christmas Eve is in 2 days. This is not done, okay? I'm racking it to get it off the fruit, but I don't think it's even finished with the primary ferment yet. It's been going pretty steadily, and like I say, I haven't done any measurements on it, and I know, we always tell people, take a measurement, wait a week, if it doesn't change, then it's safe to rack. What?
Are you taking a measurement?
I'm gonna take a measurement once it gets in here, yeah. The reason I didn't take any measurements is because I knew I was going to be racking it off the fruit. And it's okay to get it off the fruit before it's done with the primary fermentation. That's totally okay. But as you can see too, it's really cloudy. So it's just not really ready for prime time yet. Bless you.
Thank you.
Don't hold those things in. Pops your eardrums.
I don't want to explode over here. It's not good television.
As it gets closer to the bottom, I like to just flip it to its side a little bit. Get a little more liquid out because we want to get as much of this goodness as we can. So, what you want to do with all this leftover fruit too, it's just raisins and jalapenos. We have chickens, so we feed it to the chickens. And before you start saying, oh, you give your chickens jalapenos? Yeah, guess what?
It sounds like it's a fun fact time! Do, 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 do. All birds are not affected by capsaicin.
It's true.
Which is the element in peppers and chilies. And yes, I know peppers are chilies. Please don't go there with that conversation. That makes them have a spicy scent and flavor.
So I'm going to degas this. And we do that to get out some of the nasty gases that have been made, sulfur dioxide, hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide, things that will give off flavors, and they are the waste product of the yeast, so nobody likes to swim in their own waste, right? There we go. There was some gas in there. I actually got a decent amount back out. There's not a lot of headroom there. Now, headroom is normally a big worry when you go into secondary fermentation, okay? Once you take it out of there and the fermentation is basically done. In this case, like I said, it's not actually done. So there's going to be a lot more carbon dioxide produced here and things like that that are going to create that blanket of protection so that we don't oxidize. It's pretty gassy. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'm not doing it. Alright, that's good enough. I don't want to completely degas just in case this doesn't ferment anymore, even though I bet you it's going to. So what I want to do is just take a reading on it. Now people have asked me why I don't just drop the hydrometer right into the fermenter. Okay, I'll explain in just a second why, but it's usually because if I drop it in the thin one, like the narrow neck one, I probably won't be able to reach it, especially at the end of a ferment when it's floating really low. Now at the beginning, yeah, I might be able to do it and get away with it. In this one, see that? The liquid isn't high enough to actually give me a proper reading. So it'll just hit the bottom and not do anything. That's why I don't do it. Now some people do it with like the 5-gallon buckets and stuff, and that's certainly fine. You can do that. Ooh. Now that's interesting. This went down to 1042, which means it's almost done. And this one worked more efficiently than the last one. The last one actually stopped somewhere around 1060. It may have stuck now that I'm thinking about it, because I did these roughly the same. But this one dropped down to 1040, which makes it a little bit less sweet. The last one was really sweet. I'm gonna give this a little taste. I'll try to pour this gently so it doesn't oxidize. Yeah, see? There's ways to do these things. There is a nice blanket of carbon dioxide in there. I'm gonna get the airlock right back on it though, because this is gonna go back under my desk. The desk of fermentation, I guess. The DOF. Nah, that doesn't sound good. But anyway, this I want to give a smell. Oh, you can totally smell the jalapenos and the peppers. Go ahead and give that a smell. This is not Derica's favorite meat. She thinks it's a great mixer. I think it's a bourbon replacement, which is a strong statement coming from
We're
me.
going to test that theory in a video coming to you soon.
This one's hotter than the last one.
Well, you did up the jalapeno.
It comes in sweet and hot. You get the fruity flavors, and then it's pretty much gone. There's almost no afterburn. But it's a wonderful flavor. I mean, it's just this powerful flavor. This is spicier though.
Yeah.
And not as sweet. So I think it's either the same heat and less sweet, or maybe a little bit more heat and less sweet.
If it fermented more than
Yeah.
the other one, then that's going to take some of that sugars out. So
Right. Alcohol percentage is going to be right here. I can't calculate that one in my head yet. I work on it, but yeah. But this is nice. I'm really happy with the way this is going. I think in another couple weeks when this clears out, it'll be wonderful. Really curious to see what this comes out aged.
People asked, could you use other chilies other than jalapenos if you don't particularly like jalapenos?
Sure.
Of course, you can use whatever you want. We just happened to use jalapenos because we grow them in our backyard.
Yeah, we had them handy.
We know ours are extra potent, so we thought that would be a good fruit and spice note to go with honey. But certainly you can use any type of chili that you like.
And people have asked, oh, why didn't you grill them first? Well, I just didn't, okay? I know that that's going to add another level of flavor that I'm probably going to really like, but I wanted to make the same one that I just absolutely loved the first time. But that doesn't mean that I won't grill them someday, or even smoke them, or possibly dry them and smoke them. I mean, there's so many things I can do here. But anyway, that's where this is at. That's just the next installment of it. Next time around, we're gonna I'll probably skip the next racking because there's not a whole lot to see. You know, it's just move it from one bottle to another. But we'll be back for a tasting on this when it's finished out, bottled, and clear. Might show bottling. Depends.
Sure.
See how it goes. Anyway, that's all we got for this one. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you want to learn to grow and brew and take control of your food, hit the subscribe icon down below, and don't forget to hit that little bell. That way you get notified of everything we do. And if you really like what we do, consider becoming a patron. Information in the descriptions of all of our videos. Thanks guys, have a great day.
Some like it hot and some sweat when the heat is on. Those are supposed to be drums. They didn't sound like drums. I'm terribly sorry. I will work on my renditions for future videos.